Life is something else, man. Everything is fine one day and boom, your life's turned upside down. My name is John Stanley Keller Jr. I'm originally from New Orleans. I'm a recon Marine and also a Katrina survivor. People really don't evacuate, like leave for a hurricane. A lot of them have parties, hurricane parties. You hunker down in somebody's house that's safe, come together until the storm passes, then you go back to regular life. When the forecast changed, you gotta get out of here. The city's gonna flood, this is it. At that point, it was already too late. It's supposed to be the mother of all storms. They always said, oh, we're gonna get a big one, we're gonna get a big one. Katrina hits, it was impressive what Mother Nature could do. It was helpless, a helpless feeling. It was just helpless. You don't have police, you don't have roads, you don't have rescue. I said, if you went outside right now, you would drown standing up, man. My family wasn't with me, it was just me and my dog. And the night the storm was hitting, I called my mom. She said, the roof's being ripped off, the roof's being ripped off. I was like, what? She said, the roof, I gotta go. And she hung the phone up, man. I think that was like the hardest thing of any hurricane I ever had to go through was not knowing what was going on with my mom and my grandmother, man. Like, I'm watching the storm blow by and I'm looking outside and looking at the wind. I'm like, man, I thought it was over. You know, I didn't know what to think.
Copiapó es una ciudad minera donde prácticamente 50 o un 60% de la riqueza en lo que es la minería en Chile. Mi nombre es Luis Ursúa y soy casado, tengo 2 hijos, una hija y un hijo. Tengo 59 años y hace cerca de 20 años que trabajo en la parte de topografía.
El mejor recuerdo de mi padre es que siempre cuando llegaba a la casa lo recibía y me subía sobre sus zapatos de punta de fierro.
El minero es como cualquier trabajo de alto riesgo. O sea, uno puede decir yo estoy en la grande altura y trabajando con un arnés, o estoy en el mar trabajando con grandes olas que se me mueven para todos lados.
Yo desde pequeño ya sabía que el trabajo era peligroso entrar en mina, porque no saben si un día se va a derrumbar, se le va a caer una piedra encima, la entrada se va a quedar tapada. Entonces uno tiene que aprender a vivir con eso y todos los días despedirse de la persona y esperar a que regrese.
Uno siempre espera que su padre regrese a la casa, nunca se pone en el caso que no vuelva.
Para mí el día 5 de agosto del 2010 empieza como un día normal y llego aquí al trabajo como cualquier trabajador. Era un día normal. ¿Quién puede pensar que puede pasar algo?
Nosotros estábamos esperando a mi papá como 9:30, 9:40, 9:50 y no aparecía. Ya nos estábamos empezando a preocupar. Cuando mi mamá llegó a la casa ya había escuchado en la radio del colectivo que había habido un accidente en la mina San José.
¿Hay contacto con el primero?
No tengo información de eso, pero ya está todo organizado, los vehículos, todo el asunto, para hacer ya las operaciones.
Pero no hay contacto, hay contacto.
No tengo contacto.
Un 5 de agosto del 2010 fue una manera de convivir con la muerte para muchos de nosotros.
My name is Ryan Hedenrich. I'm 33 years old. I've been together with my wife for 14 years. We live in Hart Bay in Western Cape, South Africa. What makes Hart Bay special is we're completely surrounded by mountains and ocean. Most days of the week I'll spend time running in the mountains. It's a peaceful space to go and relax, sort of rejuvenate your energy. Fire is a natural element. It's part of our natural environment, as is the oceans and the mountain and the water. It needs to be respected. It's a very powerful element.
When Ryan told me he wanted to be a firefighter, it was right after a really big fire in Cape Town, and he'd gone up to investigate and see what was happening. That next morning he said, right, I want to find out about how to be a volunteer. And yeah, once he did, then that was it. the bug had bitten.
Got me interested in doing something else, something that benefits the community as well, but also something that affects an environment that I spend a lot of time in and has an impact on that. The problem we face in our area is because the vegetation burns so easily, with people living so close to the mountain, we get fires starting every single year and burning through the same areas within 3 to 5 years. So it's important to protect the property and lives that surround wildfires. In the early hours of Sunday morning, I got a call saying there was a fire in the Muizenberg area. From sunrise till sunset, we contained quite a large area. We had a massive wind come through, a gale force wind, 45 to 65 kilometers per hour, that just fanned the fire open again, and it just expanded it and doubled in size, tripled in size. And once that occurred, we knew that we were going to be working on that fire for many days to come.
So once the levee's broken and is breached and the levee system's compromised, the city floods and it's underwater. I wanted to get out to my mom's house to see. When I was paddling to go look for my mom, I saw bodies along the way. Dead bodies all over. Dead bodies all over the city. I saw babies floating in the water. I saw old ladies, old men, young people, and I was just like in awe that, damn, this really did happen to New Orleans. When I went to my mom's house and saw that she wasn't there, it was kind of like a relief that they weren't in the house. At the same time, still wondering where were they at. And I said, God, if I take care of all these elderly people in here, you make sure you appoint somebody to take care of my grandmother, because she's on somebody's roof right now, and God forbid they treat my mom like this.
En la mina con San José pasó el derrumbe, uno de los derrumbes más grandes que puede haber existido en Chile y en el mundo, donde quedaron atrapados 33 mineros. Sonidos que sentíamos caer rocas, sentíamos caer un derrumbe muy grande. Podía haber sido un terremoto, no era lo que... y no saber qué es lo que estaba pasando. Tratamos de salir hacia la superficie y justamente nos encontramos con una roca muy grande que prácticamente es como que si nosotros colocamos un portón acá. En este tipo de situaciones complicadas, a lo mejor después que ya pasó todo uno siente el miedo que pueda sentir, pero en ese momento uno no puede demostrarlo por el hecho que tiene personas a cargo. Yo digo, o sea, nosotros estamos preparados, estamos en condiciones de poder absorber una situación de este tipo, porque a nosotros nos preparan como mineros, o sea, a nosotros nos preparan. Los primeros días para nosotros fueron totalmente un silencio absoluto, solamente lo que sentíamos nosotros era el crujir del cerro, las caídas de roca, y no sabíamos qué es lo que estaba pasando afuera. No teníamos camino auxiliar, no teníamos ninguna forma de cómo expresar que nosotros estábamos atrapados. Nosotros teníamos temperatura de 65, 66, 67 grados de una humedad de 90, 96 grados. Teníamos víveres para 20 personas y para 2 días. Nosotros éramos 33 y no sabíamos cuántos días íbamos a estar. Nosotros teníamos agua, pero era un agua, no era agua para beber, sino que era agua industrial, que era la que se usaba para los vehículos. Ahí es donde se nota el trabajo en equipo, donde se nota lo que el ser humano puede hacer en situaciones de presión. Hay que cuidar la luz, hay que cuidar el agua, hay que cuidar la ventilación. Nosotros estábamos atrapados, pero no estábamos muertos.
During that operation, this is 16 hours on the fire line, extremely exhausted but still going. You can imagine rain falling, but instead of the raindrop that's falling, it's little burning embers. We're suddenly hit with zero visibility. We had smoke covering our entire crew and our entire area. Now the homes were under threat because all that energy that was being thrown up from the forest fire was now moving across into the community. So we started doing a systematic evacuation of homeowners. The homes closest to the fire, we made sure those people were out, and then as we pulled out of the area, we then went from house to house, making sure that everyone was out. We made 100% sure that we weren't leaving anybody behind. You feel good that no one is trapped in that home, but yeah, for somebody to lose their property is devastating, and it's a great sense of loss that you feel for them as well. It stays with you. You can see that person's eyes for a few days after, and it's a memory that almost haunts you a bit.
He gives up his free time, he risks his life on the fire line, so I definitely think he's a hero.
I can't say how many lives that we saved and how many properties we saved, but it's hard to, when people say that you're a hero, I mean, you feel that you're just out there to do a job and you're just fitting into the bigger picture of people trying to make a difference.
He's been a crew leader for the last few years, so he's usually in charge of the teams. So that reassures me that he'll look after himself and obviously his crew.
I'm more scared of my crew members injuring themselves or getting into a situation which is not good for them. I don't really think about myself too much. The responsibility is more for the crew as a whole and looking after each other. You take a lot on your shoulders, especially when you're a leader of a crew and you're in charge of certain operations. You can make a difference if you make the right decisions.
Yo como jefe de turno, y yo cumplo una misión que me da la gente de arriba. O sea, yo tengo que ordenar, tengo que mandar, tengo que supervisar un trabajo. Creo que esa fuerza fue la que más ayudó a que esto también pudiera llegar a buen término. Porque si abajo era todo para uno y uno para todos.
Attitude is everything. And I had to have the attitude and the belief in my face and my eyes when I told them that I could pull this off, to sell it to them, say, look, I can get us out of here. It's like when you exude that, it makes the people around you more confident. I noticed the helicopter. He landed, I went up to the guy and I acted like I was still in the military. I said, man, what are your orders? My orders are to rescue the people from the hospitals and the hotels. I said, what about the citizens? He said, we didn't get the order to rescue the citizens. That sounded crazy to us too. I said, I got a building full of elderly. I got some people that are about to die, man. I said, man, if I get them here, will you get them out of here? He said, I didn't hear that, man, but if you get them here, I'll get them out of here. I said, well, they'll be here. I hot-wired our 2 boats. I put 12 people at a time in the boat, and I did back shuttles back and forth in that boat. I don't even remember how many times I went back and forth. 8 hours, nonstop. I wound up rescuing 244 people for Katrina.
nuestra casa siempre se mantuvo la esperanza de que mi papá y sus compañeros estaban bien. Y al llegar nosotros a la casa, después de estar todo el día en la mina, prendíamos una velita. Y con la intención de que esa vela, esa luz, lo iluminara abajo.
Fueron pasando los días y nosotros ya las fuerzas casi estaban muy gastadas, hasta que el día 5 fue cuando nosotros recién escuchamos un sondaje que se empezó a perforar. Fue una de las alegrías más grandes que uno puede tener en la vida. El sonido que hacían estos equipos era la mejor música que nosotros podíamos tener. Era nuestra música que nosotros escuchábamos bajo tierra, que nos mantenía en pie. Lo que tenemos acá es la primera sonda que llegó cuando nos encontraron después de los 17 días, y es como empezaron a hacer de nuevo. Tratamos de decirle al mundo exterior que estábamos vivos. Esos sonidos se transmiten hacia arriba y viene un mensaje.
Estamos bien en el refugio Los 33.
Todo esto es posible gracias a esto, porque fue nuestra primera conexión. Es como el cordón umbilical. Cuando fuimos rescatados y llega y sale el último trabajador, que soy yo, lo primero que veo es a mi hijo.
Estábamos toda la gente esperando que saliera el último, después de todo el tiempo, y al final cuando apareció, ahí todos nos abrazamos.
Estar 70 días luchando con la muerte y después estar abrazado otra vez con tu hijo, con tu hija, con tu mujer, mirarlos de frente, también es una sensación que no se puede transmitir.
Después del rescate, nada ha vuelto a ser lo mismo de antes. Aprendí que la vida es un instante, se puede ir en un instante y hay que disfrutarla al máximo.
I've learned a lot of things since Katrina. I've changed a lot. You know, I don't look at life the same as I used to. Even though everything was destroyed and devastated and changed, I do count my blessings because my family's all healthy and living.
I am proud of him, but I'm also very happy that he was not harmed. I mean, he's a big guy. I know everybody sees that, but that's still my child.
I think it's reassuring for people to know that when bad things happen, there are other people there for you. So when you return home, you again establish that connection.
Es una conexión como le puede pasar a cualquier persona cuando está lejos y se acuerda de su familia, se acuerda de sus hijos, se acuerda de lo mejor que tiene.
When you're driving home from the fire, you start thinking about things. The emotions kind of come out after the fact. I think that's true for a lot of emergency workers.
It's your life. So you want to come back to what you know.
When I'm at home and I hear the car on the gravel, then it's like, oh yes, he's home. And then, it's a good sound. To try and be supportive, it's not always easy, because sometimes you do actually want to say, please don't go. But there are times where you actually just have to swallow what you want to say and let them go, because it's what they love, it's their job.
I don't let anybody down, especially my kids.
You know that you're my hero, but I don't know, it's just really nice to know that you're not just my hero, you're the hero of so many other people. So many other people.
I find that word funny, because I wasn't trying to be a hero. I was just doing what I thought was right, man, Yeah, if you could pull something off like that, you need to pull it off. I would have never been able to live with myself if I'd have let them old people in this building die.